Pep, this will be a perfect way for Kevin to sort of bow out, wouldn't it, by lifting a trophy. He's the captain at the moment, so what a nice way to round things off it would be for him.
Yeah, of course Kevin wanna do it for us, for the team. Of course we wanna do it for him, of course that. But to win, you have to perform, you have to behave, you have to do something. But of course it will be nice. But even was not a captain, was one of the captains for many, many years, and he lifted already a lot of trophies, a lot.
Do you sense that he's sort of desperate to do it? Have you sort of sensed his mood around the training ground?
He lifted 19 or maybe 18, 90 trophies in 9-10 years, so it's not bad, I would say. So if he can add one more, that would be good, but he lifted. Maybe it was not the first, right? But he lifted them a lot.
Just one more, Pep. If you win tomorrow, you'll be in the Community Shield in August. Does that present you with another problem, given the some of the...
As me after the... Are you coming to London? Good. After the game, if we win, ask me the question.
Go to Rob, please.
I will remind you.
Hi, Pep. Just with Kevin, obviously, it's a major final. It's his last season at the club. When you're picking your team, do you ever get sentimental for these occasions, or will it simply be if Kevin is not the right player to play tomorrow, he won't start?
No. I play with him because I believe he can produce what he has produced so far. So against Crystal Palace, 0-2 down, he changed the game with his free kick and absolutely. So the situation that we are, we cannot do it just for be gentle. It's because I truly believe that we need him and he's going to help us.
So he will start?
Sorry?
So he will start?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I have an idea, but we'll see.
And I know it's not been your perfect season, obviously, but if you were to win tomorrow and then do well at the Club World Cup, do you think that would affect the mood in which the players returned for pre-season ahead of next season? Because some of them are already starting to talk about wanting to win the trophy back.
The players, the club, myself, they have an incredible reset and mindset to see when it's over, it's over. In the good moments, in the good seasons, previous seasons, in this one. Will be in a 1 week, 10 days, we'll be over the season. We'll start the new season in the World Cup, and the rest will be there with a fresh mind and start again. So it's simple.
Talk about Kevin in terms of his leadership. Excuse me. You always say that he leads by example, that he's not necessarily the most kind of vocal leader. How important has that leadership been, particularly for the younger players that are coming through, that they can see that and use him as a kind of reference?
The example define the leadership. The example define our behaviors as a human being. So the other is just words and can be true or can be not true, but examples. And how many years have been here? A lot, right? And played important games and many seasons, except the last year or one season I don't remember. We won the league in Brighton, the Premier League in Brighton. Like it was I would say was injured all year. But in the previous season and the first part of the season, the rest have been key player for us.
Rod?
Pep, you were just joking about the perception that this wouldn't be the first choice of trophy. Is this, in a way, the burden of being so successful that such a big competition like the FA Cup could not be perceived as a great achievement for Manchester City?
I'm agree with him. So, of course, the people talk Premier League, Champions League, maybe go in front, but so people say, it's not enough. I said before, it's not just 3 in a row, it's 7 semi-finals in a row FA Cup. That is a huge achievement, sometimes maybe better than League Trophy. It means like we have not been this season, and in the Premier League, especially in the Champions League as well, but when before always happened. But it's happened, sometimes it happened, but now we had the privilege again. Always I think I'll go to Wembley. How many times we have been in Wembley in the last 9-10 years? More than 20 times maybe? Semi-finals, Carabao Cups, and that is a success. So no team have been more travel, take a train, go to London, go to a hotel close to Wembley, see the same faces for many years, to be in Wembley to play semi-finals and finals in competitions. Come on, it's impressive, I would say. But at the same time, we are here, it's not enough, and we are there to, to climb the stairs and to lift the trophy. And that's why we go there.
Hi, Pep. Just on Kevin, as his time's about to come to an end here, everyone will be thinking about his best moments. Are there any best moments of his that stand out for you in his time here? Any particular goals or matches?
I don't know. There's a lot, right? We should find incredible moments for them expecting his talent and produce something, but there are a lot. I think what I would like is the most, like always I decide with all the players, is the period was here, it was fun, Enjoy in the training sessions, enjoy playing games, competitions, and feel the pressure and compete well. That is the best compliment that me as a manager, or of course my staff for many, many years, said, no, okay, well, period. That was in Man City, not just with me, with Manuel Pellegrini before. So it was so fun, was so good. That will be nice. The titles is important. You go home, okay, I won how many Premier Leagues or Champions League or whatever, but that is, at the end, is trophies numbers, so it's not emotional at all. And the moment you did is, okay, when you make a perspective, I said what I live for many years here in this city, in this country, in this club was good. Hopefully he can feel it.
Is there not one goal that stands out above any others that he scored?
There are many. I don't know. There are many. He scored a lot of goals and assists. I don't. There are incredible goals he has scored, of course, but I would not say. It's a good question for him, right? To score which one is his favourite.
You've got obviously got a massive 8 or 9 days coming up. If everything goes well for you over the next week and you are successful and achieve what you want to achieve, how does that alter your thinking about the season as a whole and how it's gone?
Well, let me feel it, right? When just in case we are success in the FA Cup and we can qualify for the Champions League, and after I will feel. Sometimes you ask me what do you think or what do you feel, so I don't know. Let me leave it, and after I will tell you. But of course, will be. I said many times, has not been a good season, but okay, the damage would have been not acceptable. I would say, when if we are able to win tomorrow 2 titles this season. And we can play the Champions League, but we have a tough 3 games, really tough. So, and we know we missed an opportunity in Southampton, and we have to recover it in the next 2 games.
It was interesting. Erling Haaland did an interview a couple of days ago where he was asked about would the FA Cup sort of save your season, and he said for him, yes, it probably would, but for some of the other players that have sort of been here longer, that have won more than him, then maybe it wouldn't, which seemed like quite an interesting sort of comparison between the newer players here and the ones that have been here for a long time.
Yeah, I know, the new players don't have maybe the standard what they have done, and the old players or managers or me myself don't have a standard that we cannot accomplish this season. But in the same time, we are in the FA Cup semi-final, we were in the Community Shield in the beginning, and it's happened. So it's normal, what I said, before the FA Cup now is not enough, but maybe 20 years ago, or 50 or 20 or 25 years ago, winning the FA Cup one season was extraordinary. So we know that. So we know it's not necessary to admit just for one title how was our season. So I think the analysis would be poor, would be not good in terms of. I said many times, the Premier League is what dictates how is your momentum, your season. I would say, I said all the time, it's the most difficult one, the more consistent, the more. Go in there, because if FA Cup's in 5, 6 games, 7 games, okay, you can do it. It's not easy, but you can do it. But 38 games and all the competitions that define, and this season have not been that we were, Maybe 20 years ago, try to finish top 4, top 5 for Man City would be good, but now it's not good enough.
Pep, your squad is big enough now that some players won't make the squad for the match tomorrow. Will they all travel down with you and be part of the group? Down. And it's been a difficult season for results, and kind of your captain left in January as well. How tough has it been to kind of keep the whole squad and dressing room together throughout the campaign?
Always there have been to the group of players, his humanity in accepting the decisions or how they behave is extraordinary. One of the best I ever been with, and it's so good. But of course, we had all the problems that we have, and we try to manage every week, every month as best as possible.
Have you seen anything new from them this year? Because
for the next year,
anything new from them this year because they've been through the struggles that they have.
Well, the results have not been good for many reasons. So. Have been many things, but listen, we cannot. It's impossible to win all the time. So it's impossible. There's no team. No team in ever you can win all the time. So, and it could be worse, right? Even in that season, could be worse. So we have to try to be there until the end, the next 3 games of the season, and every minute and every action we have to defend and attack as best as possible, good mindset, good mentality. Go to the final to win it, because the players win the finals, not the systems, not the ideas, it's the mentality, and they prove it a lot, and we want to prove it tomorrow again.
Last 2 we go over, Mike, please. Dave.
Hi, Pep. Crystal Palace have never won a major trophy, in contrast to you guys who've won so much in the last 10 years. Can you understand the perception that to win tomorrow may mean more to them than it will do to you? And how much of a factor could that be tomorrow?
I have incredible enthusiasm to win tomorrow. I don't know Oliver or Crystal Palace players, the fans, of course, when you have never won, that is special. But of course, I prefer it. Honestly, I prefer to travel to London to play the FA Cup final than don't play it. That's for sure. But at the end, it's a football game, 11 against 11, that the quality of them, and this is what we see will happen.
How much of a factor can that be in a game where, another team hasn't won anything before, and that desire and that hunger, compared to sort of technical ability between the two sides?
Can be here, or the other side can feel more the pressure. So I don't know. I'm not that in the locker room, in the dressing room from Crystal Palace. I don't know how you handle. Of course, there's the illusion to win it. It could not be differently. Come on. So it happened, but at the same time, maybe it's the last time we play here, and maybe, we're difficult, maybe they don't play like fluid, like could happen. I don't know. And at the end, the mindset of my players and the players from Crystal Palace, we'll see tomorrow when the referee decide to start the game.
Last one with that, guys.
It's a huge game on Tuesday as well. You've got the big pitch tomorrow, maybe extra time. I mean, would you have preferred that game to be Wednesday or Thursday?
Definitely.
And did you ask?
Ask? Yeah.
But is it just not possible? I mean, why would they not play that Thursday? Or I know obviously there's a Europa on Wednesday, but why would they not play it Thursday?
Tottenham Hotspur play against Aston Villa, right? Friday? To the Champions League final, Europa League final, no?
Yeah.
Good decision. No, honestly, I'm not irony and make sarcastic in that. Premier League make a good decision. Really good. We play all the time, quarterfinals, semi-finals, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and Wednesday, away. And we play semi-finals Saturday. This season didn't play, we play Sunday. Didn't need that day extra, when we play in that position, so... And the people say, no, for broadcaster, for more fans or whatever, more followers than the other ones. The previous season, they have more followers the other game, not our game. They are tired to see us. So I would prefer to play Wednesday, definitely.
I mean, could it harm your chances in the Champions League playing that?
Listen, we have been 9 years fighting against these situations every single season. And nothing, go, that is the deal, go. Of course, we're going to play Tuesday night and against more of the intense and physical and direct and powerful team in the Premier League, like it's Bournemouth, like it's playing for Europa League or Conference to qualify. So and we have to deal with that. But what I'm saying, so I don't know United in the case, but I hear that they played the game on Friday against Aston Villa Tottenham. So this is what we should do. When it's possible, this is what we should do. Another thing, I don't change much to play Tuesday or Wednesday for us, to be honest. But, okay, they decide, we play here on Tuesday with our people.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.